Hello there, everybody, and welcome to an impromptu What Culture football quiz, here to celebrate the glorious return of the Premier League season. And in order to do that, we've gathered some of What Culture football's best and brightest and Wilborns all in one place to ask them some hot questions about the season they allegedly had been watching. We're going to have two very straightforward rounds of 10 questions. You can play along at home as well before the big three will advance to a last presenter standing round, just like Mama used to make and then subsequently traumatized me with over a series of 8 videos. Gentlemen, are you ready for Premier League 2019-2020? How much do you remember?
Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Let's restart.
That's all right. Question number 1. In the opening game of the season, Manchester City beat West Ham 5-0. But during that game, Raheem Sterling became the first player in Premier League history to do what?
I know what this is.
This is like my uncle when we have a quiz. My uncle always goes, no, that one. So I got that one. So we're writing these
Question
down.
number 2. Who was the Premier League's most expensive signing at £78 million this season?
Oh man, this is going bad. I don't remember any of this.
Question number 3.
Whoa. Hold your
On this
horses.
start.
Hang on a minute. Just slow it down. Go on then. Yeah.
Nicholas,
Yeah.
is that an original choice for the football quiz, or you just happen to look like a dick with the haircut?
Both, mate. But I'm loving the fact that you're going to say I look like a dick when you look like you've just crawled out of a bin, mate. That's good.
Question number 3.
Wow.
In August,
He's
Crystal
really
Palace
escalated
became
quick.
only the second team ever to score an injury time winner against Manchester United. But who scored that goal?
Like you said
Sorry,
again.
can you repeat the question?
In August, Crystal Palace became only the second team ever to score an injury time winner against Manchester United. But who scored the goal?
Have he even scored this season, my answer? But I genuinely cannot remember half of the season.
This is all, by the way, this season.
It feels like
Question
7
4.
years ago.
Who was the first team to take any points off Liverpool?
I know this. It's not very entertaining content, but I know the answer.
Question number 5. Which player scored 5 goals in their first 5 games, including strikes against Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City?
What's his name? What's
Oh,
it?
well, that's the question.
It's important.
Spelling matter.
It's got,
How you
it's
spell
got
it.
a silly name.
If your spelling's just about there, I'll give you it.
Do we get extra points for pronunciation?
No,
Even though it's written down.
down. Question 6. Which teenager scored the winning goal on his club debut to beat Manchester United 1-0?
Again, sorry.
Which teenager scored his debut goal? Well, which teenager scored the winning goal on his club debut to beat Manchester United 1? Leicester City equalled the Premier League's record winning margin when they won 9-0 in October, but who did they beat?
Finally.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Got that one.
I've got a point already.
Yep.
Right. Question 8. During Liverpool's 3-1 win over Manchester City at Anfield in November, which 2 England teammates had a very public falling out on and off the pitch? Now you need both of these names for 1 point, but I will give you half a point if you only get one of them. And question 9. On November the 19th, Mauricio Pochettino was sacked by Tottenham. But where were they in the league? Hard one, this. 20 possible answers.
So you're I can saying rule out there's a one. chance.
You can
I
rule
mean, I
out
can-
one.
I can
The winning
rule out
top
one.
or bottom, I'll give you that. Question number 10. Which player said in a post-match interview, "It's not just the thoughts from me, it's the thoughts of every Premier League player. Nobody wants VAR in our game."
Oh, what's his name? I
So
know
he
this.
was fined quite heavily.
All I can remember is Charlie Austin's Park Life rant before VAR came in.
That was great.
Right. In due course, could you all please send your 10 answers over to me via whatever medium you wish. You're all going to stealth mark, by the way. You're only sending me the answers so I can make sure you didn't cheat. Question number 1. In the opening game of the season, Man City beat West Ham 5-0, but during that game, Raheem Sterling became the first player in Premier League history to what, Sidgwick?
Score a goal disallowed by VAR.
Score a goal disallowed by VAR. Well done. Question 2. Who was the Premier League's most expensive signing at £78 million this season? Anybody?
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire.
Was
78 million pounds. Gareth, they could have had you for free. Question 3. In August, Crystal Palace became only the second team ever to score an injury time winner against Manchester United. But who scored the goal? Anybody? Incorrect. Patrick Van Arnold. Yeah.
No.
I don't know why I put Benteke for that one. He never
I didn't
scored.
goals.
In case you're wondering, the only other player to ever score an injury time winner against Man United was Thierry Henry for Arsenal in 2007.
Good stat.
Good start. Good start. Question 4. Who was the first team to take any points off Liverpool?
United.
United.
Man United.
Manchester United 1-1.
Oh, there you go.
You've got that wrong, Gareth. We're having
I was thinking about the first loss. I said Watford.
Oh no, did you? Oh. Well, anyway.
United
Question
fan
6.
not knowing a lot about Man United. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, anyway.
All right, settled. So we can save that for the final round. Question 5. Which player scored 5 goals in their first 5 games, including strikes against Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City?
Pookie.
Timo Pukki, remember him? Remember, because everybody put him in the Fantasy League team after he scored those 5 goals.
Then he was
And then he
rubbish.
didn't score for 9
Garbage.
games. Question 6. Which teenager scored the winning goal on his club debut to beat Manchester United 1-0?
M. Longstaff.
Matty Longstaff.
Matty Longstaff.
Of
That is
course,
correct.
Matty Longstaff.
You can have half a point for Longstaff, 1 full point for Matty Longstaff.
Think about who's writing the quiz, Wilborn.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be pretty awkward, you going to them ginger meetings and seeing him after this, Wilborn. You came up with a quiz. Question number, 7. Leicester City equalled the Premier League's record-winning margin when they won 9-0 in October, but who did they beat?
Southampton.
Southampton, yes.
That's a point.
They were definitely going down after that, but now they seem pretty much okay. Anyway, during Liverpool's 3-1 win over Manchester City at Anfield in November, which 2 England teammates had a falling out on and off the pitch?
No idea.
Sterling and
Sterling
Gomez.
and Gomez.
Sterling and Gomez. You have half a point for each.
Second point on the board. Get in.
Made up, I think. On the 19th of November, Mauricio Pochettino was sacked by Tottenham when they were where in the league? Tough one, this. Anybody?
I said 11th.
I said
11th?
fourth.
4th? 14th.
Oh, what off?
14th.
14. Bloody hell.
Can't remember this season.
Deserve to go.
Question 10. Which player said in a post-match interview, "It's not just the thoughts of me, etc., etc. We all hate VAR."
Player. I put Steve Bruce.
I went
Okay, was
Danny
he player?
Rose. Went Danny Rose.
No.
Dini.
Troy
Good
Deeney.
guess. The morning twat.
Declan Rice.
The lad from West Ham, that's it. Alex. Couldn't think of his name.
Right, boys, you want to quickly go around left to right as we appear on the screen and give us your scores? Adam Wilborn? Is that a swear word?
Did you not catch that?
Go again.
6.
6. Gareth?
1.5.
1.5. Michael Hamflet?
3.
3. Adam Nicholas?
Oh, 2.
2. Michael Sidgwick?
5.5.
5.5. Simon Gallagher?
Can I check? Was number 5 Aubameyang?
No, it was Pookie.
Good. I put Southampton as the answer at number 5 instead of number 7, so I got 5 instead of 6 because I'm an idiot.
We'll be gentle, Simon. You can have the 6. Simon Miller?
Oh, thanks, Nick.
Or
4. And Benjamin Richardson?
5.5.
Oh, fascinating. We move into round 2. Things really started. Things are heating up so much, guys. I've got to wear sun protection, etc., etc. Same drill as before. 10 questions. Send me your answers over when they're done. Sidgwick, I can see that look in your eyes and it's breaking my heart.
How do we get eliminated from this quiz so we can leave?
Well, remember, guys, the big 3 will be advancing to last presenter standing at the end of this round. Question number 1. In netting, I should have probably said, by the way, all the first questions are about 2019, all the second questions are about 2020, so there you go, a bit more recent. Question number 1. In netting a hat-trick against Aston Villa in January, which player surpassed Thierry Henry to become the highest scoring overseas player in Premier League history? You get 1 point for his name. Question number 2. In January, Newcastle came from 2-0 down in the 93rd minute to finish 2-2 in the 95th, but who scored both of their goals?
God.
It's only one player.
He is God, yeah.
Wasn't God.
I'm using a process of elimination. I'm going to go anyone but Matty Longstaff, basically.
I will not be accepting
Correct.
broad themes.
And it's not Jolinton. I
I'm
don't
gonna
think.
say it's definitely not him.
Question 3.
Now, Wilborn said that I need to delete Matty Longstaff.
In February, Liverpool finally lost a game, but who beat them?
Oh,
Gareth.
finally.
Question 4. In March, who became the first manager in Premier League history to do the league double over Jose Mourinho?
You want the manager or the team?
The manager.
Of course you
A
would.
little clue, the manager's far more interesting.
Or his name? Ah.
Question number 5. In April, which player left their club to begin a mandatory 3-week stint in military service?
Oh, what's he called?
In April, which player left their club to begin a mandatory 3-week stint as part of their military service?
On the island of Jeju in South Korea, lovely place. I went there last year.
Oh. Well, you've given that
Nice,
away.
yeah.
Question 6. In March,
I didn't
which
say who he
Premier
was.
League manager tested positive for coronavirus, causing the entire season to be suspended?
Legend.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
In March, which Premier League manager tested positive for coronavirus, thus causing the entire season to be suspended? Inadvertently, probably, sent the entire country into lockdown, that, because nobody was really paying attention until this happened.
It was Tom Hanks that did it all, man. It was the second he got it, it was just like, that's it.
Not
Shut
Tom
all down.
Hanks. Question number 7. The chairman of which championship club joked afterwards that he was the one who gave it to him? Said he'd met him at a dinner, had it, coughed loads, kept shaking his hand, and thus had given him the disease.
A championship chairman.
Yep. He thought it was hilarious. Question number 8. Name either of the Premier League teams who played in the last game prior to the lockdown. You only need one of them.
Oh,
I can tell you the score was 4-0.
Oh, yeah.
Question number 9. Who were the only Premier League team who was still unbeaten in 2020?
Oh, that's a good question.
There's only one.
Gin.
Great question.
And question number 10. Personal favourite of mine this. Liverpool are currently 25 points. Oh no.
Oh, we've lost one.
Hamlet's gone.
There he is.
Sorry, I lost you there.
Well, that was question 10, guys. Obviously, I haven't got time to repeat that. So, Question number 10. Liverpool are currently 25 points clear at the top of the Premier League. But which recent Liverpool manager only amassed 25 points during his entire tenure at the club? Good stat, that. Great stat.
He's sending them to you again, yeah?
Yes, please.
What?
And remember, you can all play along at home as well. Simply mark your own answers and let us know what you got at the end in the comments below.
Right, that should be
No
on
prize for winning, of course, only knowing that you're better at football than people who present about it as part of their job.
They probably do, to be fair.
Which, in fairness, is quite bittersweet. Anyway, moving on. The answers.
Wait there, Clery. I'm just going to send you another. Just keep going.
Have a quick recap of the scores, though, before we go on. Adam Wilborn,
I'm on 6 points heading into this second round of scores.
Gareth,
1.5.
half. Michael Hampton,
3.
3. Adam Nicholas,
Dos.
2. Michael Sidgwick,
5.5.
Simon Gallagher,
6.
Simon Miller,
4.
and Benjamin Richardson.
5.5.
All to play for in that case. Right. Question number 1. In netting a hat-trick against Aston Villa in January, which player surpassed Thierry Henry to become the highest scoring overseas player in Premier League history on 177 goals? Anybody?
Oh dear.
Sergio Aguero.
Aguero, yeah.
Sergio Aguero.
Cool.
Question 2. In January, Newcastle came from 2-0 down to draw 2-2 with Everton, but who scored both of their goals?
Lejeune.
Florian Lejeune. Florian Lejeune.
Not what I heard.
I had Sean Longstaff. Might as well.
I would also have accepted Jordan Pickford.
Yes.
Question number 3. In February, Liverpool finally lost a game, but who beat them?
Watford.
Watford.
Thanks, Gareth.
Watford. Watford beat them 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah, they did.
Question 4. In March, who became the first manager in Premier League history to do the league double over Jose Mourinho?
Frank Lampard.
Hashtag narrative Frank Lampard.
Very
That's
good.
correct.
Damn it.
Oh,
Question number 5. In April, which player left their club to begin a mandatory 3-week military service?
Son.
Son.
Song Heung-min.
do.
He did quite well by all accounts. I read up the thing about him. Apparently, it was really, really good. It was good for him. Question number 6. In March, which Premier League manager tested positive for coronavirus, causing the entire season to be suspended?
Arteta.
Arteta.
Mikel Arteta.
It's your boy Miller, that. It's his
No
fault.
boy. Question number 7. The chairman of which championship club joked afterwards that he had given him the virus?
Nottingham Forest.
Is Nottingham Forest chairman? He thought it was hilarious. At a dinner together, he was coughing, sneezing all over his hand, hugging Mikel Arteta. He was like,
thought you wanted the
yes,
actual
I'd
name.
give him that.
Chairman. Not. Oh right, no, I screwed that one up. Never mind.
Did so.
Simon, if you've got the name of the actual chairman, you can have the point.
No, I just guessed the only chairman I could think of in the championship because I couldn't remember any of the names. I've got it wrong. I failed.
Who did you put?
Mel Morris from Derby. I was like, that's the only one I could think of.
Oh, well,
put
I
Toby
just
as
blame
manager.
Leeds, so
no points for that. Question 8. Name either of the Premier League teams who played in the last game prior to the lockdown.
Villa.
Leicester 4,
Bournemouth.
Aston Villa 0.
There you go.
So 1 point if you got either of those.
So I know enough
Question
Villa
9.
fans to know they
Who
get
the
spanked
only
4-0.
Premier League team to be unbeaten in 2020?
It's Arsenal, right?
It is Arsenal, right?
Boys.
Hell.
What do you think, Miller? You're gonna get that coveted 4th spot this year, eh? Hey,
No way.
hey,
I'll be amazed.
bring it on. Question 10, a pearl of this. Liverpool are currently 25 points clear at the top of the Premier League, but which recent Liverpool manager only amassed 25 points during his entire tenure at the club?
Dalglish.
Nope.
Roy Hodgson.
Lloyd Hudson, yes, is the
Oh.
correct answer.
Oh.
Oh, sweet, I put
Boy.
There we go. Roy Hodgson,
Right,
right?
Lloyd Hudson, that's right. Lloyd Hudson. Could we all please tally our scores before we go through to see who advances to last football presenter standing?
I did all right. Sweet.
Adam Wilborn,
Again, so 12 points for me overall.
12 points. Gareth Morgan,
6.5.
6.5. Michael Hamflet,
I got 6. 6. That's 9 overall.
9. Adam Nicholas,
I got 3 this time instead of 2, so we're on to a whopping 5 for this lad.
Michael Sidgwick,
I got 5 for this, so that is 10.5 overall.
Simon Gallagher,
I got 5 as well, so 11.
Simon Miller,
I somehow got 7. I don't know how I did that, which brings me to a total of 11.
And Benjamin Richardson.
I got 6, which gives me 11 and a half.
So unless my
Top
maths
of
is
the
very
league.
mistaken, that's
And
Adam
Amendola.
Wilborn, Simon Miller, and Benjamin Richardson.
Hello. I got 11 too.
I think I got 11 and a half.
I messed things up. You're regretting giving us that point in the first round, don't you?
Sorry, just to clarify, is that Benjamin you're on?
11 and a half.
Wilborn? Wilborn?
12 he's on.
12, sorry.
12, and Simon are both on 11.
Yep.
Well, I guess that makes it a big 4 final in that case. So unfortunately, we must bid farewell to Gareth Morgan, Michael Hamper, Adam Nicholas, and Michael Sidgwick. If you'd all please join me, though, for the final round of the WhatCulture Football Quiz. Welcome back, everybody, to the final of the WhatCulture Impromptu Football Quiz, all to celebrate the glorious return of Premier League football this very week. We have whittled down the rest of the league to the big 4, as is traditional in this division, and not at all like what I said was going to happen at the beginning of the video. We have Adam Wilborn, Simon Gallagher, Simon Miller, and Benjamin Richardson, who will now be undertaking a traditional WhatCulture last presenter standing round. I will ask you I'll ask you one question only. Provide me with an answer. Take as long as you like to think about it. Don't take the piss, obviously, but if you give me a wrong answer, you will be eliminated until we are left with only one presenter standing. Gentlemen, the question is incredibly simple. Name me any player who has scored 5 or more goals in this season's Premier League. Adam Wilborn.
It seems really easy, but I genuinely can't remember this entire season. So I'm just going to go with someone who already has an answer in the quiz. Sergio Aguero.
Sergio Aguero, let me just double check that, with 16 goals this season is correct. Simon Gallagher.
Aubameyang.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, 17 goals this season. Simon Miller.
Mo Salah, surely.
Mo Salah, 16 goals this season. Correct. Benjamin Richardson.
The new leader of the opposition, Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford, 14 goals this season, and indeed a tricky away fixture there at Westminster. So well done to him. Adam Wilborn.
Let's go Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy, this season's current top scorer, nearly one of the questions in the quiz until I realised it would ruin this, on 19 goals. Simon Gallagher.
His colleague, Ayoze Perez.
We're going to have to do a bit of scrolling.
Bye, Miller.
No, bye, Miller. Do a bit of
Miller
scrolling
got
down there.
for financial fair play. That was it. He's gone.
Never had a problem. I have no idea what's going on.
On 7 goals this season, Ayoze Perez, correct. Simon Miller.
Firmino.
Let me find him. I'm sure that's correct, but let me just confirm.
Maybe it's not.
Where's he going?
This is a depressing round for Newcastle fans.
Where's he gone? Ah, yes, there we go. 8 goals this season, Roberto Firmino. Adam Wilborn.
Benjamin Richardson next.
Oh, yes, Benjamin Richardson. Sorry.
It's okay, I don't mind having a free pass. Sadio Mane.
On a bank busting 14 goals this season, correct answer. Adam Wilborn.
That's what I was going to say, so I'll say Heung-min Son.
Let's have a look. Obviously, you missed a fair chunk of the old season with military service and a long injury there.
He's working on his shooting.
Wait. I can't see him.
Oh.
You must have.
Oh, there we go. 9 goals this season. Well done.
I'm going to say.
The tension. Simon Gallagher.
Tammy Abraham.
Ooh. What a shout. 13 goals this season. Correct. Simon Miller.
I'm worried about this, but I'm pretty sure he was playing a long time before he got injured. Harry Kane.
11 goals this season, Harry Kane. Yes, indeed, of course, Harry Kane, so desperate to get the Golden Boot this year, literally got the entire season postponed when he got injured. Benjamin Richardson.
Alexander Lacazette.
Oh, that was my backup.
I remember seeing his name before and thinking, was that... 7 goals this season, Alexander Lacazette. Adam Wilborn.
Okay.
Sorry?
Have we had Timu Puki?
We have not had Timu Puki. I already know that because we said he scored 5 goals in his first 5 games. He's on 11 now. Simon Gallagher.
That was my answer. Martial.
Anthony Martial. 11 goals this season. Simon Miller.
It's a punt. I don't think it's. I'm torn between 2. I'm gonna go Giroud.
Handsome man.
Olivier Giroud has not scored 5 Premier League goals this season.
Damn it. They've gone with the other
But he
person.
has stolen 5 hearts.
Let me down. Let me just. I can't see him on my list, but let me just triple check that for you because the man does score. He has scored 1 Premier League goal this season. Simon Miller.
Really?
3 in all competitions, but only 1 in the league. Thank you very much for playing, Simon.
Thanks, guys. Goodbye.
Joe Wellington form that. See you.
Benjamin Richardson.
Raheem Sterling.
Oh,
Raheem
man.
Sterling. I'm not even going to check that, although I am. Raheem Sterling, 11 goals this season. Adam Wilborn.
The bloke who's probably set up one of the few stalwarts of my fantasy football team actually gets me points. Kevin De Bruyne.
Ooh. Again, another name I remember seeing going, is that it? Uh-oh. Let me just double check that one for you, Adam Wilborn. I've got a sinking feeling for you here.
Oh, bollocks. This will be just reminiscent of my fantasy football career this year, to be fair.
Kevin De Bruyne has scored 8 Premier League goals this season.
Oh.
Simon Gallagher.
I need to go through the teams. Richarlison.
At Everton, he has scored 10 goals this season. Benjamin Richardson.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored 13 goals this season, and he can thank me for every single one of those because I kept him in my fantasy league team for 6 weeks, where he drew a blank every single time. And as soon as I took him out, he got something like 7 and 8.
Scored against us, and I couldn't remember his name.
Well, I was going to have Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Unfortunately, that one's gone.
Yeah. Oh, you git, Benjamin Richardson. Get out of my head. Come on, Adam.
I will say there's still 2 players left in the top 10.
Oh, God.
I think I know one.
There's one name that I've got, but I'm really not confident on. But he takes penalties. Oh, you want to score 5, Adam? What are you thinking?
Shola Miobi.
Who plays up front for the crap teams? He says as a Chesterfield fan.
The 5th highest scorer in the Premier League this season is, well, with all due respect, plays for a crap team.
Go through some of the
Comment section goes wild.
Look.
Who does Adam think's a crap team then?
Nice. Well, Villa, but that's all my Villa mates are now like, right, that's it, we're done. There's a few in my head. I'm really not confident on this. No, he can't have scored 5. We must have. He plays up front, Adam.
I'm going to have to rush you for an answer there, Adam.
I'll go Callum Wilson.
He must have.
Callum Wilson.
I feel like I always put him in.
Callum Wilson has scored 8 goals this
season. He gets it! Yeah!
Simon Gallagher.
I think I know who the missing person is. Is it Danny Ings?
It is Danny Ings. Now, just for any Southampton fans watching, the only reason I said they play for a crap team because we literally did which team got the biggest defeat in Premier League history this season.
That's true.
And then I did say they recovered a bit. So is it Benjamin Richardson?
I was going to say Danny Ings, but now I'm going to say John McGinn.
John
McGinny
McGinn.
Esther, of course.
Got a few. I had him in my fantasy league team a while.
Yeah, he's got to have got 5, I reckon.
Has he scored 5? I'm going to have to check. Can't see him on my little list. John McGinn has scored in the Premier League this season 3 goals.
That's not enough, is it?
That's not enough for
Too
5,
few.
unfortunately.
Well, never
3
mind.
goals in 18 games for John McGinn. Sorry about that, Bet.
Fine.
There were Villa answers. We must bid you goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
And we're reduced to the final 2. Adam Wilborn, Simon Gallagher. Adam Wilborn.
Chances are here, if I don't screw this up, I might win, because I think me and Si are both like, well...
Yes, I've got 1 in my fantasy league, and I don't know how many goals he scored.
There's a few big names left.
Oh man, I'm really struggling. It's going to be one of those ones that's going to bug me for weeks, because I can tell people are just screaming, thinking of all the other teams in the Premier League, Adam.
People do that when they watch this, when they're sat, oh, why didn't you think of that one thing I could think of? Because it's just you don't. Idiot.
Come on, Adam. Who are the other... Why can't I can barely remember like 4 teams from the Premier League now. I'm not doing well here. I'm crumbling like Tottenham, who of course relied on...
Already given answer.
Lucas Moura?
Lucas Moura. Let me check that answer for you.
I've got, by the way, if I get it wrong, I've got the answer I was going to give, which will really piss me off if that's correct as well. Why?
I think I selected that answer correctly, though, didn't I?
Lucas Moura has scored in the Premier League this season
Say 4.
4 goals. You could
Can I give you the answer I was going to give?
You could have had Dele Alli.
Oh.
Don't I have to still give a correct answer?
No, you're the last one in, but go on.
Raul Jimenez?
Oh,
Raul, I'll just read out some of the names you missed. You could have had, of course.
Traore, he could have got... Can I give you the answer I was going to give?
What were you going to give?
Well, it would have been crap anyway, to be honest. Milner, because he takes penalties.
I'll double check that for you, but you could have had, where are we? You could have had Raul Jimenez, you could have had Chris Wood, you could have had Dele Alli, you could have had Neil Maupay, you could have had Jordan Ayew, you could have had Riyad Mahrez, you could have had Jack Grealish, you could have had Sebastian Haller, Harry Wilson, Harvey Barnes, Mason Mount, James Morrison, Todd Cantwell, Troy Deeney, Diego Jota, Ashley Barnes, Willian, Bernardo Silva, Robert Snodgrass, Lys Mousset, Ismail Sarr, John Fleck, Christian Pulisic, Jay Rodriguez, Wesley, Mason Greenwood, and John Joe Shelvey.
Oh. Wow. Who is the lad from Southampton who scored all the goals?
Danny Ings.
Danny Ings.
No, not Southampton. I'm talking about Sheffield United. Sorry.
No one scored all the goals for Sheffield United. That's been the major
the midfielder Lundstrom. Would he have got it? No,
he's not. He hasn't got 5.
Okay.
John Fleck is Sheffield United's highest goal scorer.
I'm annoyed, but...
Anyway, congratulations to Simon Gallagher there. Another highly suspect quiz win. Well done, Adam Wilborn. Close, but no cigar. And indeed, thank you all for sitting and enduring that at home. The Premier League's back! Everybody, we've done a quiz to celebrate. Whoever you support, I hope you have a lovely time watching the deathly silent / fake crowd noise extravaganza that is both this week and the weekend. But either way, it's nice to have a slice of normality back with a football and nice to have a slash of subnormality back with a WhatCulture quiz. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give us your scores in the comments below. And until next time, I've been Adam Clery. This has been Adam Wilborn and Simon Gallagher. And we will all see you soon. Goodbye.
Football!